What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. And I'll be honest with you, this is actually a pretty fun video for me to create. I was thinking about doing this video for a little bit. So I'm going to have the iPad with me because I'm using my iPhone, which I took the notes originally on. But thank God for iCloud. So today's video is going to be my favorite sneaker random categories, right? So random shit. You're going to see a bunch of different sneakers. So first question is my favorite Air Max. What's my favorite Air Max? I'm going to have to pull it out for you guys. It's the Air Max 97. My favorite Air Max, period. Not much to really say about it. Air Maxes are wild uncomfortable. Hopefully they could fix that in the future at some point. But other than that, this is my absolute favorite Air Max. Air Max 90 maybe next. Air Max 1 and then the Air Max 95. At the top of the list for me personally, the Air Max 97 Silver Bullet is my absolute favorite Air Max, period. All right, so that is question 1. Let's go to question 2. Okay, so what's my favorite Jordan 1 OG and non-OG? Good question. So my favorite Jordan 1 OG, we'll start with that one first, is the black toe Jordan 1. This is my favorite. And in fact, not only this is my favorite, this format of this colorway is my favorite. So this is my favorite Jordan 1 OG. I do not own a Chicago version. I do own the Breads. So hopefully this year I could finally get the Chicagos, even though it's a little altered with the cracked leather. That's okay. But the black toe Jordan 1 has always been my favorite Jordan 1. Now, my non-favorite Jordan 1, and this may surprise you guys, but it's the Blue Moon Hand of the Game Jordan 1. And the quality on this suede, man, I mean, it is fantastic. But again, this color blocking, sweet, dope leather panels on the backside. And this is just a tough Jordan 1. Definitely a dope Jordan 1. So that would be my favorite non-OG Jordan 1, right? Next question. What is my favorite Nike basketball sneaker? Whew. So my favorite Nike basketball sneaker is this model. And this is also my favorite LeBron. This is my favorite Nike basketball sneaker. The LeBron 7. This is just beauty. It is absolute beauty. The 7, the 8, the 9 are an incredible trio. And that's probably when Nike basketball was at its height. And I believe those were also the same time periods of the Kobe 4, 5, and 6. So that was a great time to be in Nike basketball. But this is absolute banger of a sneaker. The OGs I still have. I bought the retros. This is just one of my favorites, period. All right, so the LeBron 7, my favorite Nike basketball, period. Also my favorite LeBron. Next question is my favorite Yeezy. So this one's pretty easy for me. I only got 2 pairs. The other one I have in storage, which I'm going to sell eventually. So this is the only one I plan on keeping, is the Yeezy Wave Runner 700s. This is, to me, the best colorway. They also have some other colorways of this model that I think are pretty solid. But this is my absolute favorite version of the 700. And the other sock shits, to me, are kind of corny. No hate on somebody who likes them. If you like it, I love it. But for me personally, I think they're whack. But these are tough to me. These are dope. This is New Balance-ish. It's a take on a dad shoe, but it made it very stylish. I love the way it looks. Super dope to me. All right, so that is that one. Next question. What's my most comfortable Nike sneaker? So Max Christian sneakers are now becoming a thing. And because of that, we've got the Nike Invincible. This is a super huge foam. And as you guys can see, man, this thing is so comfortable. I actually wore this pair in particular during Sesame Street. So we went to Sesame Street, took the kids out, and was walking all day. When I say your feet feel incredible, like there's no achiness on your knees, your hips, anything like that, this foam is just so phenomenal. Definitely has become the most comfortable sneaker, period, in my collection. So Adidas Ultra Boost at one point used to be that, and I think these Nike Invincibles are really taking over. So this is my favorite maxed air cushion, my most comfortable sneaker in my collection. Definitely try a pair of these if you haven't. Trust me when I say, man, these are super fucking comfortable. All right, so that is that one. My favorite everyday shoe. So this may throw you guys off a little bit, but my favorite everyday shoe is the Adidas Ultra Boost. Here's why. First off, the Adidas Ultra Boost was the first of its kind. A lot of companies are now starting to catch up to this, but it was the first of its kind with the big cushion that was super plush, very nice step-in comfort. Also, to me, they have the best upper on a sneaker, especially this style of sneaker. Super comfortable, super stretchy, very form-fitting to your feet. Just a nice, comfortable sneaker. Now, this particular shoe, I literally wear every day going to work. Of course, while I'm at work, I have to wear a certain type of work boot. But going to work, I wear these because these are also cold weather ready. So it slightly repels water, so maybe a light mist won't really seep into the shoe. But in general, it's a little bit warmer than a regular Ultra Boost, which is why I wear this every day, blacked out. So I don't care if it gets dirty. I don't care what I step in. So this is definitely my everyday sneaker and super comfortable. Hopefully, Nike can make somewhat of a version like this with this pair. I think if you give this pair a blacked out Zoom X and more of a Gore-Tex or rain repellent upper, this will be a phenomenal everyday shoe. So maybe one day Nike will do something like this, but Adidas has always been ahead of the curve when it comes to max cushion. These other companies are now starting to catch up. But this is my everyday shoe. Absolutely my everyday shoe, my favorite shoe to just walk in, slip in, and keep it moving. All right, so that is that. Let's get to the next question. We have, what is my most expensive slide? So, I'm wearing these on purpose. My most expensive slide is this behemoth of a Jesus sandal. It's the Nike Mule 2.0. They have a 3.0 now, but this has a removable foam on the footbed, and it's pretty comfortable. The only thing I would say is a couple of downsides to this shoe. Honestly, I stopped wearing it as much as I wear the other ones. My Puma Nitro Cat is actually probably my favorite at the moment with the Luca slides. This shoe is just too heavy. It's just too heavy. You have to tie them to make them tight, and they're clunky. So they're not really the most easiest to walk around. This is my most expensive slide. I think they retailed for $120, and of course, if you got them on discount, maybe I got them for like $70, but still, it was pretty expensive, and the packaging was crazy. Dope slide in thought, but I think that they could do a little bit better on this slide. All right, so that is my most expensive slide. My favorite dunk. So I don't have as much dunks as I used to have. I had the California dunks, De La Souls. I've sold some of my dunks. In fact, maybe most of my dunks. But there's some that are a bona fide keeper. This was a present from my best friend on my birthday. She was able to grab these for me. And this is the dunk. I don't know the specific name of this dunk. I think it's a skateboarder. I'm sure it is. But this is a fire sneaker, man. Fire sneaker. Second would be the Concepts Christmas dunk that I have. I love those. Definitely pull those out during Christmas time. But these right here, super dope. My favorite dunk by far. These are fire. All right. What is my favorite Reebok question? Okay. My favorite Reebok question is none other than the red toe, leather tip Reebok questions. These are my favorite. Blue toes, probably my second favorite. And after that, no other question really matters. I mean, you have the black toes are dope. Anything with a white base colored toe is always going to be a classic in my opinion. But these are absolutely my favorite when it comes to the Reebok Questions. I even like these more than the suede toe. It's a paralyzed leather, so it has a nice little shine to it. So this is my favorite Reebok Question. All right, that is that question. My favorite Jordan 11 non-OG. So this one's pretty tough. The OGs are just so good. But it came down to two. So it was between the Win Like 82s, which is really like a Concord but navy blue. So Concords are my favorite Jordan of all time. And the Win Like 82s look just like it. But I decided to go with the cool gray 11. This is a better sneaker than I thought. And I had the low top version. And I was planning on getting the high top. You know, the mid version, I should say. Geez, when I got these in hand, these were like super dope to me. And they really stand out. And I actually love the fact that there's different grays. To me, that's what makes this sneaker stand out. So I love the different grays. The suede gray or the nubuck gray is different than the patent leather gray. And the white laces always hits it off perfectly. So definitely my favorite. So at the moment, it was the Win Like 82s. But at this very moment, I'm going to go with the cool gray 11s. All right. My favorite Jordan past 14. This is very tough. There's more models past 14 than they are 1 through 14. So there's a lot to pick or to choose from. I love the Jordan 36 that recently came out. But I would have to say the Jordan 23 is probably my favorite model past 14. Right? So 15 to 37 now. This will be my favorite model past 14. All right? Just a dope sneaker, man. This weave is fire. The stitching on it is super dope. Just a clean, luxurious sneaker. And I'm not sure how good of a ball sneaker this was. It doesn't look like a good basketball sneaker, personally. But the materials on this sneaker were really, really clean. 23 on the tongue. Like, this is just a dope sneaker. So, this is my favorite past 14. All right. We're winding down. What we got here? Favorite Kobe model. Oof. This was tough. I actually don't have it here, so I'm going to pull them out. This was actually really tough. I'm going to go with... It's really a toss-up for me. In fact, it's such a toss-up. I'm going to pull out the same colorway of the toss-up. So this is the POP version. This is the Kobe 4. Oh, man. I mean, come on, bro. This shit is a ridiculous sneaker. Amazing sneaker. Did I not wear these, bro? Are you kidding me? Nah, son. I gotta wear these shits. Nah, bro. I had to wear these. Alright, so we're gonna make sure we wear these. This is the Kobe, man. Kobe 4 looks so good. Black, white, a little bit of yellow. And then the Kobe 6. I can't really fucking decide. I'll be honest with you. I know for a fact I wore these. So, definitely wore these. I think this is a better looking shoe. But I love how simple this looks. And I love the Mamba snakeskin design on this. Because that's Kobe. So, I want to say... Bro, I'm putting them both at this spot. I can't choose. I literally can't choose on which one I like better. Let me see. Let me turn it around. These are so fucking good. Yeah. I'll pick them both. Sorry. Couldn't pick one for this one. I'm picking the Kobe 4 and the Kobe 6 as my two favorite Kobes of all time. It is what it is. My bad. These nuts. Okay. All right. I know we got a few more questions left. Favorite Jordan to hoop in? Okay, good question. So, I could have whipped out another one. You know what? I will. All right, so my favorite OG to hoop in is the Jordan 13. Jordan 13 is my favorite Jordan to hoop in. 2 zoom units, one in the forefoot, one in the heel. Very comfortable shoe, a lot of padding on the sneaker, and you definitely feel locked in. So my favorite Jordan OG model to hoop in, the 14 would be right there with these as well. All right, pretty much the same setup. I don't like the 12s. For whatever reason, the full-length zoom unit on the 12 just feels stiff. Although these have carbon fiber, the 12s feel super stiff. The 11s ain't cutting it neither. The Jordan 13s to me is when they really started to get into modern technology and modern feel, even though the 12s had a zoom unit. All right, so that's my favorite OG model to hoop in. Then my 2 favorite of all time, Jordan 29 being one of them. Jordan 28 was really close, but the 29 really broke in. This is the first time I would put on a sneaker brand new and felt like the sneaker was broken in. This weave material, this fly knit, almost feels like a battle knit, if you guys are familiar with the LeBron series. And when I say this was one of the most comfortable uppers to play ball in, it was amazing, right? Just a super dope sneaker. And then this is one of the few times we'd see the unlock zoom unit. So the zoom unit was basically a cutout and your foot, and there's nothing between your foot, the zoom unit, and the rubber. So you're getting direct zoom unit feeling. And it started in 28, but the 29 I think really perfected it. The 28 had a lot of situations where those zoom units would pop. 29 really perfected this shoe. And I think this was the best basketball sneaker, period. To me, this is just a dope basketball performance shoe, right? As far as looks, whatever, however you may feel about it. But as far as performance, my favorite basketball sneaker of all time. And then the recent Jordan 36. Jordan 36 was a beast on court, man. So fun to play with because it's so light, but it has so much cushion. Always wanted to play in these. I would go to the Zoom GT jumps. I'd go to a KD 14. I always find myself coming back to this sneaker because it just felt so good on feet. So this is my absolute favorite sneaker to play ball in, period. So Jordan 36, that answers that question, I hope. And then we have, what's my favorite new signature shoe? Good question. I think my favorite new signature model is this model here, the Puma MB01. This is a far out model. I think that's actually the name of this shoe. I just wore this recently. Super comfortable. The nitro foam is a pretty good foam. So from what I understand, a good performer. If you want to get this, $120. So if you want to ball in something low budget, you could definitely grab one of these. But just a really loud sneaker, a fun sneaker. Definitely represents Melo in a lot of ways. Love the graphics on these. It's bold. It's just a bold shoe. If you know Melo's style, he has like neon green Lamborghinis and he's a wild dude. So this shoe definitely captures his personality. And this is my favorite new signature right now. This one takes the cake. And 2 more questions. So my favorite penny of all time, right? So my favorite penny of all time is, this one's tough, but I'm going to go with the Penny 2. I actually don't have my favorite colorway of the Penny 2. So my favorite colorway is the black Orlando version. And I'll put a picture up so you guys know which one I'm talking about. But I think the Penny 2 was just different. He was already a superstar in the league. This is 1996. 1996, 97 was a great year. You got these. You got the Jordan 12s. I mean, this just a great basketball year. You had the Pippen ones. Those were fire. I think those are somewhere around here, by the way. But you had the Pippen ones, these. Jordan 12s. Just a crazy, crazy year. I would say these are my favorite pennies, man. A lot of people may pick foam posits, and foam posits are up there, but this is probably my favorite penny. And then the last question is, what's my favorite new sneaker? And that's going to be the Nike Vaporfly. I actually see LeBron wore this not too long ago at a Nike celebration. I think he opened up some sort of building at Nike headquarters, and he was rocking the orange version of these. These are dope. These are fire. They look dope. They feel great on feet. Super comfortable. Zoom units are crazy. The Zoom X is crazy. And actually pretty comfortable casually. You may have to break it in. It may be a little unstable. But for me personally, these actually kill casually. So nothing like it. You're not going to see nobody with these casually. So if you wear these, trust me, you'll be the only ones wearing them. But these are fire. These are so fire in my opinion. That's all I can say, man. These are marathon shoes, but I love them. And I got a couple of pairs just because they're dope to fucking rock. So that is my favorite new sneaker. My favorite new sneaker of this year would be the Nike Alpha Flies. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate y'all. And of course, thank you for tuning in. And we'll catch you on the next one. All right. Peace.